like to welcome everyone to the first edition of the Bbcolumn news. We're going to try and get it out every fortnight, but might be every week this in February due to so many shows being on. Start off first with the sad news that the BCB's pocket rocket Danny Hodgins, at the age of 33, has decided to retire from the noble art. She told the column that retiring was an extremely hard decision, but she certainly thinks it's the right one at the moment. She wants to take more time for herself and her family, but she will continue training and working hard. She's hoping to pass on her knowledge to all the amateur boxers at Platinum ABC, where she trains anyway, and her son Darcy trains. If you want to read more about this, we've done an interview with her on Welcome to Fight Den a couple of weeks before she retired, announced the retirement. She also features in the centre pages of the BCB magazine, comes out in April, which is about her and her son and their great relationship. The Birmingham Boxing Column wishes Danny all the best in whatever she does, and thanks her for some great fights, especially on the BCB shows. Right then, so what I'm going to talk about now is Ring Wars 2, Tommy Owens Promotions show. It was on the 8th of February, last Saturday. Cracking show. Some of the best prospects around from Birmingham and the Black Country, and from the Midlands really, on display. Starting off the show was a debutant, DNA boxer, under the tutelage of Anthony Hull at DNA School of Excellence, Umar Amjum. He done a 4 3-minute round fight, boxed really well, showed his quality, banged in some good combinations, really impressed me. His opponent didn't give him much back, but he didn't give his opponent much chance to give him anything back. On the scorecards, it was 40-36. It was on my scorecards, it was the same. Great performance, great debut for the lad, and we can see things. You'll hear more about him on the Birmingham Boxing Column, because we intend to interview him. Next up was Ashley Elgles, who also put on a great display. He was having his second fight. He fought on the big BCB show, We Are Wolves in Wolverhampton, and he really impressed me there. Really did impress me, and he continued to impress me. He fought a kid called Jordan Granham, who always brings it, you know what I mean. First 2 rounds, quality boxing, and I've got to say, quality boxing by Elgles. It was impressive. Granham put it on him in the last 2, got a share of the last round. Referee Sean Messer had it 40-37, same as me. Elgles, honestly, I think he's definitely a boxer to watch. I should have really put him in my Bbcolumn boxers to watch, but it was quite packed anyway. But great display by him and a great performance. You know what I mean? It was good. It was great to see Sean Cooper after losing to Jack O'Keefe in his last bout of boxing for the Midlands area title. He's got a new coach now in Martin Geflin, who's one of the Hall of Famers for the Birmingham Boxing Column after winning the British title. And you could see a few differences in him. Very controlled, some really good combinations, a lot of good power. He looked in very good condition, and I talked to Martin and Sean, and they'll be looking for titles this year, looking to get back into title contention, and I can see that. Yeah, he looked good, and I was very impressed in these 4-rounder. You then had Harry Fayez doing 4 2-minute rounds. I think that was more to do with his opponent, because I think it had to be switched up, and that's all the opponent could do at the time. how it went 4 rounds, I don't know. I think Fayez just wanted to, you know, show his wares because he boxed well, but seconds into the fight, he hit the kid with an uppercut, and the kid just looked like he just did not want to be there. The kid ran. He'd done everything he could. Fayez showed great skills, patience, some good combinations, banged in some heavy combinations at points, and I thought that the lad would have just gone down for the, you know, just to collect the money, but he didn't. He managed to do 4 2-minute rounds, and you know, it was a good. Fayez got to show his wares, get his skill, get a bit of ring rust off. He definitely needs better opponents because he was way above, what levels above that kid. But still, another good performance by Harry Fayez. Next up was Lewis Coley. He took on this kid called Bbcolumn or whatever. You know what I mean? It was a frustrating night for Coley, in my opinion. You could see it in his face. This Bbcolumn geezer, he did not want to fight at all. He ran the whole fight, and people might say, "Oh, well, that's a way of boxing." Yeah, but there's the hit and don't get hit. There's the run and counter. This kid did not counter. I can't remember him throwing a decent punch in the whole fight. Every time Coley got set to put a combination together, he ran. He didn't engage at all. Maybe Lewis could have put it on him a bit more, but it was an easy victory for him. And the shots he did get in, he started cutting the ring down better and better as the fight went on. Give him that. It was what it was. It's a learning curve because you're going to get boxers like that. You're going to get fights like that frustrator. And he got through the 4 rounds, won every round with ease, and done what he could against an opponent who didn't want to fight. But, you know, that's the way it is, and it'll be a great learning curve for the young lad. Next up was Tommy Collins. Now, he'd had a pull-out early. Michael Mooney had to pull out for some reason. So they managed to get in a very good boxer in MJ Hall, who's a weight above Tommy. So the fight was at welterweight this time. Tommy put on a little bit of weight, but MJ Hall looked a lot bigger than Tommy. But Tommy went out there and he's done the business. He really impressed me. First 2 rounds, he proper boxed well. His movement, fast hands, it was all there. It was really impressive. MJ Hall started to put it on him. You know, he's a tricky boxer. He's a very good boxer as well for a so-called journeyman. He what's his name? He started putting it on and asking questions of Tommy, and Tommy answered them. Can't say more than that. He answered the questions, and it was a great performance, winning every round. And you got to say that it was impressive. You know what I mean? The kid was big, and he dealt with him. Great performance. We then go on to the main event, which was River Wilson Benton, a 6th rounder against Alistair Warren in a 6th rounder. In my opinion, River made this a lot harder than it needed to be. He had the geezer hurt and hit him with a lot of hard shots in the first minute, and I thought he was going to finish it early. But then he kind of wasn't listening to his corner and was banging in hooks. The geezer's 6 foot odd. All he had to do was keep it long, and he could have took this kid out. He eventually did. He dropped him in the 4th. Dropped him again in the 5th. Referee stopped it. Sean Messer stopped it. Kid was cut to bits. It was a great performance. The 4th and 5th round, River really impressed me. I talked to River before the fight, and the plan is that he's out on the Shaq and Pitters show on the 28th of March. match on the undercard of that, which will be live on Channel 5. Hopefully he gets a bit of coverage on that. And then he's looking to fight in May 30th, I think it is, on the pitch at Villa Park on the big Tommy Owens show. Hopefully for a Midlands area title or any title that's available. He's definitely looking to go for titles this year. And you know what? Over all the 7 fights I've seen him, he's definitely got the potential to win English, maybe British, and who knows from there on in. But he's definitely got the potential, but he needs to listen to his corner a bit more, because they were screaming at him to keep it long. But well done to River, and well done to the home corner, who won every single fight that night with no questions really. There weren't no real close ones. It was good victory for all the lads who were in the home corner at the Tommy Owens show. Great performance by all the lads, and thank you to Tommy Owens Promotions for having us there. The next Tommy Owens show is on the 22nd of February, so just over a week away. You've got the likes of Kirsty Barrington on there, Sean Daly, Ryan Hatton, Dilly Singh. I think there's about 7 fights on there. Going to be a cracking show, well worth going down, you know what I mean. So if you're free on the 22nd, go and check them out. It'll be a good show. I'll be there, so come and say hello if you wanna. Just found out as well that March 29th there'll be another show in Leicester. Ben Fields, the O-Taker, will be taking on Alex Fearon for the Midlands area light welter, super lightweight, whatever one you want to call it, Midlands area title. All I can say is that it's great to see that Ben has actually got a title shot. He comes short for the English one against Appleyard in the Eliminator, but he's well worth a Midlands area title, and it will be great for his story for Birmingham if he gets that. And the Birmingham Boxing Column will be interviewing the O-Taker very soon about that show. Well, I'd just like to thank you all for watching. We could do with some sponsors, like we can put them around us, you know what I mean. Hopefully we can this will be kick off really well. Get in contact if you wanna sponsor the magazine, if you want to sponsor the website, get in contact with me at the email address below. You know what I mean. We need all the support we can get. It's just me going out doing what I can, you know what I mean. But up and coming events this month packed out. It's a jam-packed month for boxing. Professional wise, you've got Friday, Valentine's Day, 14th of Feb. You've got the St Valentine's Day Massacre at the BCB show, Walsall Football Ground. I'll be there for that. Like I said, if you want to come and say hello, come and say hello. Great line up there, some good prospects. Then on the 22nd, you've got Havoc in the Hall. Already talked about that. Tommy Owens Promotions down Villa Park. And if you like your boxing a bit rougher, there's the Unlicensed show on the 28th of February. It's going to be a absolute cracker. Big card, lots of fights. FL UK, Frontline UK Boxing, well established boxing show. Had loads of shows. Always been good. I'm refereeing it. You know what I mean? So I'm firm but fair. That'll be at the Supreme Banqueting Suite in West Brom. It's just next to the West Brom ground. So any of them shows would be fantastic to go to this February, and I will see you next week when I talk about St Valentine's Day Massacre BCB, which will be the main talking point of the next Bbcolumn news. I wish you well, and I'll see you then.